Of course, we've seen 3 no-hitters inside the National League's Western Division already this year. Josh Beckett for these Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers, and of course, earlier this week from the Giants, it was Tim Lincecum. Second year in a row, Lincecum's thrown a no-hitter, and both times coming against the San Diego Padres. And kind enough to join us, Clayton Kershaw, the reigning National League's Cy Young Award winner. How are you today, young man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, guys.
I guess you got to be feeling pretty good after watching that last inning. You know, when you're on the mound, and I'm not daring to suggest you feel bad for a pitcher from the other team, but have you ever had an inning that you can remember in your life where you threw almost 50 pitches in an inning?
Yeah, about a month ago in Arizona. Yeah, I mean, you definitely, obviously, you want to score some runs. These guys think it's funny to get all over me with ice cubes. But I'll tell you what, you do feel for the guy. I mean, you've been in his shoes. You understand, you know, what it feels like to throw 40 pitches in an inning like that, 40, 50 pitches. And, I mean, it's no fun at all to watch.
How do you control yourself? Now, Lance Lynn had some plays behind him that, you know, may have been made or should have been made. But as a pitcher, to just, you know, not get flustered and not show up the infielders, how do you handle yourself?
Yeah, you just got to keep pitching, and it's hard sometimes, you know, especially when, you know, we're getting hits like that. Oh boy, quick out right there. But yeah, we were getting some like pretty nitpicky hits there, you know, down lines and some ground balls finding some holes. So, I mean, it's some days it's just not your day.
Clayton, I want to ask you a little about so much of the many things you and your wife Ellen do off the field. Last year you won, and I have to imagine it's one of the greatest honors you've ever won. You won a Cy Young, but you know, you win the Roberto Clemente Award, and that is given to a player, and you were the guy that won it, who represents a game of baseball through positive contributions on and off the field, sportsmanship, community involvement. Kershaw's challenge, you started to help build homes, provide medical care for vulnerable orphans around the world. You've traveled to Africa. You have care centers here in Los Angeles. Talk about how all that just came to be for you and your wife.
You know, she started it, I think, more than anything. She went to Africa when she was in college, and you know, long story short, I went once we got married, and just felt like we could do a little bit more over there. And then you know, the platform that we have now in LA and also back home in Dallas, just got to do a lot of cool things that we're able to do with the platform that we've been given. So you know, it's just fun for us. We enjoy it.
Well, just speak a little bit about the platform that you have basically earned. I mean, how have things changed for you just in the last 6 months?
You know, I don't know really. You know, it's still baseball. It's still a ton of fun for me. You know, getting out and get to pitch at Dodger Stadiums every 5th day is pretty awesome. So just trying to soak it in and enjoy it, and you know, trying to win some games here and there too.
Clayton, you look at your team this year compared to last year, and of course these Cardinals eliminated your team in the National League Championship Series a year ago. Why do you like this year's Dodger team better?
Well, we added some pieces, you know. I think more than anything, I guess you could just start with our pitching staff. You know, the guys that we with Beckett coming back, obviously the way he's been pitching, it's been unbelievable. And then with Herron too, just a guy that you know, posts every 5th day, is out there giving our team a chance to win. And you know, obviously with Greinke and Rue too. So it's been pretty fun rotation to be a part of. I'm getting pelted, guys. This is a good energy for me. But it's you know, it's been really fun to be a part of. And you know, if our offense is healthy, we can do stuff like we're doing today. So it's a good team to be a part of.
Now see your counterpart over in the other dugout, who's going to join us in a minute, Adam Wainwright. When there were guys on his team that started this business last year, and I reminded of him earlier today, I thought he was going to go down there and choke somebody.
Well, you know, these guys are pretty big guys. And Scott's kind of intimidating, Slikey with his beard. He got ejected last night. He's got some anger problems. So
right.
Just kind of, you know, just kind of let him do his thing.
Clayton, you talk about emotion, and the other night when you threw the no-hitter and the game ended, there was an outpouring of emotion from you. I mean, was it relief? Was it, I mean, what I just accomplished? Was it a culmination of things? What, describe it.
Yeah, I mean, relief for sure. I think just to get it done, and that 9th inning, there's so many nerves. You know, obviously you're going to win the game, but God, see, now Beckett's a big bully too.
That ball driven into deep right center field, and the Cardinals are on the board. A home run by Carpenter coming with 2 away here in the third to make it a 7-1 ball game. Carpenter's 4th home run.
This pitch just gets a lot of the plate. Up high, Carpenter again gets the hands out, drives this pitch. Ball will carry today. We talked about it earlier. Warm weather, and that baseball just came back. Fans didn't want it. You see Beckett here. Clayton, you got to pull down those flip downs. Make sure you don't get anything in the eyes.
Yeah, it's unbelievable today.
So talk about the emotional part of that no-hitter. I mean, you talk about the relief part.
Yeah, it was just to get to celebrate with your teammates. You know, I think more than anything, you know, they're putting in so much work and effort, and you know, AJ back there, just how into it he was. You know, almost going over the rail to catch that ball in the 9th, and then my wife too. You know, Ellen was there, and she was really nervous, I'm sure, sitting there watching too. So get to celebrate some with the people you care about. That's pretty cool.
Well, you're showing off some of those dance moves. You aren't able to see a monitor, but the dancing you were doing over in Africa with some of the other staff over there. So you just brought that with you over here.
I try. You know, my dance moves aren't great, but I'm not embarrassed of them, so I'll show them.
Well, Clay, we want to thank you for taking the time to join us today from the dugout, and the best of luck. I know you're back out there again tomorrow, so good luck in that one and the remainder of the year.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Clayton Kershaw, kind enough to join us from the dugout, and almost as if on cue, 2 away in the inning, and that will do it. The Cardinals get the home run by Carpenter, but they trail 7-1.